Let's make some Nyonya Laksa. Part 1. The shrimp. Shell and devein 600 grams of shrimp. Wash them thoroughly. 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Mix. Add some ice cubes and just enough water to submerge, and set them aside for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, wash the shrimp thoroughly. A pinch of salt, some white pepper, some mushroom powder, 1 tablespoon of tapioca starch, 1 egg white, and mix. Cover and chill in the fridge overnight. The next day, wash the shells thoroughly and add in 1.5 liters of water. I like to add in all the vegetable scraps to stack flavors. Cook for 5 to 8 minutes. Cover and steep for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, drain and discard all the residue. Transfer the stock back into the pot and poach the marinated shrimp. Cook for about 2 to 3 minutes or until they look something like this. And now it's done. Set them aside until ready to use. Part 2. The fish cakes. I'm using pollock, 250 grams, some white pepper, a pinch of salt, some mushroom powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, some sugar, 20 grams of flour, 20 grams of potato starch, 1 egg white, 5 grams of sesame oil, and mix. I'm just gonna use my stick blender to blitz until smooth paste forms. It should look something like this. Heat up 3 inches of oil, lightly grease your hands with oil, and roll about 1 tablespoon of that fish paste into a cylinder lock. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect. And carefully drop into the oil. Deep fry until golden brown. Drain off excess oil, and now it's done. Part 3. The spiced Rempah. Hydrate 20 grams of dried chilies in some warm water. Set them aside for 30 minutes. Do the same with 100 grams of dried shrimp, 2 red onions, 5 lemongrass, 5 candle nuts, 2 inches of ginger, galangal and turmeric, 5 cloves of garlic, 2 red chilies and green chilies. After 30 minutes, deseed the dried chilies and add into the spices, the dried shrimps as well. Reserve the liquid and add into the shrimp stock. 1 tablespoon of coriander powder. I'm just gonna use my stick blender to blitz until smooth paste forms. 30 grams of belacan. Break it up into pieces and toast until aromatic. Add in the spice blend and mix. I'm just gonna wash the bowl and add the liquid into the spice blend. Mix. Continue cooking until the color has darkened. 100 grams of coconut oil and mix. Another 100 grams of coconut oil and mix. Continue cooking until the Rempah has thickened and it should look something like this. Part 4. The stew. 20 grams of coconut oil and 20 grams of flour and whisk until it looks something like this. Add in the shrimp stock and whisk 1/3 portion at a time. 3 pandan leaves, the spiced Rempah, and whisk. 1 liter of coconut milk and whisk. This is laksa leaves or Vietnamese coriander. It has a wonderful aroma. Add in some laksa leaves and mix. Bring it up to a simmer and cook for 20 to 30 minutes. Season with some salt and some gula melaka. If only you can smell this amazing aroma. Coarsely diced 10 tofu puffs and add into the stew. Mix. And now it's done. Part 5. The rice noodles. You can skip this part and use store-bought noodles. 250 grams of rice flour, 6 grams of salt, toast for 2 minutes, 480 grams of boiling water. The water has to be boiling. Mix. 30 grams of tapioca starch and mix. I'm just gonna use my hand to knead it into a dough, even though it's still extremely hot, so be sure to not burn your hands while doing this. 30 grams of oil and continue kneading until smooth. Heat up a pot of water. Pass some of the dough through a ricer and into the pot of boiling water. Once the noodle float to the top, cook for another minute. Drain off excess water and into serving bowls. Add some bean sprouts to the same pot of water and blanch for a couple of minutes. Drain off excess water and onto the noodles, the laksa stew, some soy eggs, the shrimp, the fish cakes, some laksa leaves, and now it's done. Enjoy! Get the full article at fatto.sg. Let's devour this. This tastes super yummy delicious. I hope you'll give this a try. Let's try the shrimp and fish cake. They have a very bouncy texture. Thank you for watching. Have fun in the kitchen.